Hello, you beautiful, beautiful souls. Welcome to your Aquarius video and welcome to Aquarius by Aquarius. I'm your host, Colleen, and I'm creating this video for you on December 6th or 7th, 2025. Keep in mind, Tarot's timeless. I'm just giving you the date. That way you know I don't repost. And if you like my videos, I post at least 2 fresh videos. Plus, I'm doing shorts videos and channeling messages for you guys. So, but every day, no matter what, I post 2 videos, no matter what. One at 6 p.m., one at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Florida time in the U.S. And if you like to get together and hang out with other people, okay, mostly Aquarians, but there's not everyone is. We would love to see you in the 10:30 p.m. Video on YouTube because it has a live chat, okay, and everyone gets in there and chats with each other, obviously, and has fun or is supportive, whatever, okay. So I got some pre-shuffle cards here and I just sort of wanted to show them to you. All right. These were the first 2 out. All right. Somebody might feel like a clown. Somebody might be thinking about how they did something to you, and we have ghosted in the reverse. So this could be something they did in the past, or maybe this is a person who doesn't want to do that. Now, I had a YouTube short about that came out. So maybe this is something about that. I really feel like, this full moon energy is affecting a lot of people, but I also feel like, there's someone who's sitting and thinking about you, or thinking about how things happened. I don't know what happened, because these other cards that came out is like lessons. The mask comes off, okay? The mask is in the reverse. I miss you, and I'm praying for your return. So there is somebody who's definitely got a change of heart, a change of mind. But then this other card came out and says the karmic is making threats. So somebody, could be making threats, or will make threats, and they know it. So somebody might know someone's secrets. Somebody might know that they're with a dramatic person and that they just won't make it easy. Whatever that is, okay? You guys can read between the lines here. So we are actually going to get into your reading now, but I want to be the first one to tell you all that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world. And I want to thank you guys for being here, for sharing your time and your energy with me. I value you, and the divine values you. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you in all the ways you've helped me and others while being here, because you don't just help me, you help each other, okay? You help your people who you love. You help people who your heart goes out to, even though Aquarians get labeled as being cold and heartless. It's really not the case at all. We are very good at masking our emotions, okay, but we feel very deeply. So we're going to start off with this Twisted Oracle deck. I haven't used it in a while. I was guided to use these Oracle cards, so not happy and losing sleep. So I feel like someone there's the karmic, okay, that's the one, okay. Who could be a problem. Doesn't have to be a literal female, but it's a karmic energy, and you can see that it's already coming out. So let's just get into your reading. Under pressure, right off the bat. Someone is under pressure. It doesn't have to be a man or a woman, just a man there, but someone is under pressure, and they're wishing, okay, they're wishing that they didn't have some sort of reckless sex with somebody, because this person is psycho, loco, loca, whatever. Cray cray, and somebody really wishes probably that they could just go back and not do it. Undo the deed here. And wingman, and it's reverse. See, this is the thing. You were the one. You were the one. You guys would have gotten along very well, or did, and somebody went the other direction, and now we have shattered, because someone left you hanging. Now there's strong energy coming out about someone who sort of left you hanging, and maybe this full moon is affecting that person, okay? Maybe, in the pre-shuffle with the angel card, I got something about, I don't even know if it's still here on the bottom. Yeah, these were it, channel anxiety. So these came out in the pre-shuffle as well. Release drama and channel anxiety. So I feel like some of you, if you're feeling a little weird, you might be channeling this person's anxiety, who is feeling bad for how they didn't recognize you or how they treated a connection. So, and I'm saying that because in the chat last night, there were a couple people like, man, you know, I'm not Gemini, but I'm feeling this Gemini moon, and a lot of people are, because it's very powerful, and it's getting us in tune with our truth, right? And so someone is really in tune with their truth, but now sort of tied up with a dramatic karmic, and it's not going to be that easy. Jealous and possessive, and we have twin flame business together. Some of you, this might be a twin flame. And someone, again, someone is going to be jealous. If this person were to come towards you, whether they are a twin flame or not, someone would be jealous and be very dramatic. So that's where that karmic energy is coming in. Wow. Well. That hit the ceiling, but you see how dramatic that could be? So that's what I'm taking. That could be the drama. Let me pick up the card. I thought more than one flew onto the floor, but I don't see it. Just this. So someone is confused and doesn't know what to do, because I don't think it's a problem of, you know, should I reach out to Aquarius? I think it's a problem of how am I going to handle this dramatic karmic? Because yeah, received. They definitely received some sort of message or lesson or whatever. YouTube famous twins, lots of subs, and one-sided relationship. So somebody has realized that they're in a karmic situation where it's basically one-sided. And if this is your actual twin flame, all right, you know, it's already came out, twin flame business together and YouTube famous. So for some of you, it can be legit just like that, all right? Not for everybody, but definitely somebody's feeling a certain kind of way for how they left you hanging. They need time in return. The thing is, I feel like what they're trying to do, what they need time about, is they don't know how to handle this karmic. Especially if this karmic has some serious secrets on them. You know, especially if they're already, whatever, secrets are secrets. Anything else? No, not from that deck. Let's see if anything else wants to come out here. Contemplation, no longer afraid to commit. This could have been a person who was a commitment phobe, okay? Someone who, you know, saw the bad side of commitment or was afraid of commitment, and like I said, definitely got involved with a karmic, some reckless sex, and regretting it now because that karmic is cray. Dramatic. You could be seeing any numbers. Just Google the numbers and whatever meaning feels like something to you. Now, me personally, today I was going to a storage unit with my son, and he actually, the numbers popped out to him because I was actually busy driving, paying attention to the road, but he was like 555. He's like, Mom, I just saw 555 and 222. So that is significant because 555 and 222 is on here. You might be seeing those numbers as well. And he's like, well, what does that mean? And I said, well, 555 is about change, okay? And for me, 22 or the twos are about aligning with something that you want. And that's how I see it. But you can Google any numbers you're seeing. Understanding, it came out in the reverse, so maybe someone is afraid that you're not going to understand why they did what they did. Watching or getting too many tarot readings, someone could be doing that, or someone could be getting them on you, and someone was pretending to be someone else. Usually that's that energy of people pleasing, okay, where someone is trying to stay popular amongst their peers and stay accepted by their family. And so for me, that's a lot of people pleasing energy, when someone is trying to pretend to be someone else, but inside they're ooey gooey, soft and chewy for you. Yeah, I'm hungry. You can tell it's time for me to eat soon. I just like doing readings on an empty stomach. All right. How many cards? 9 or Celtic? I heard 14. Maybe 14 are going to come out. I don't know. Let's just let it be. This was crazy how this came out. Oh, 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. That's a beautiful 10 of cups. That's a party, a celebration. There are always going to be people who point out the obvious to me, but it's like, I'm like, why do I have to point out anything? You know, of course, some of these could be involving same-sex, okay, but also this can come out for twin flame because you are considered to be like, you know, one soul, two bodies, or of what they'll call twin soul. It depends on what you believe. I'm not going to go into my twin flame teachings because I took courses on it, but energy is energy, and that's how I read tarot. Okay, I read energy, and this person and you are of the same energy, but somebody is in some heavy, deep emotions. This is really sort of vibing with the YouTube short. I might have to link that YouTube short with this video because it's sort of vibing with that. Someone is in a dark place, okay, and maybe someone feels like they got duped because we have the seducer in reverse. But again, somebody wishes they didn't have reckless sex. Somebody wishes they didn't get tied up with some sort of karmic because, you know, here's the Lover's card. This is the connection someone has with you. It's like, okay. Give me the rest of the cards. Well, you know what's interesting? 10 and 4 is 14. I heard 14, right? 10 plus 4 is 14. Then 1 plus 4 is 5, which is 555. So we have this card says truce. All right, somebody is going to want to come in and have a truce, all right? But that 4 of Swords energy, it does represent healing, but it also does represent not making a move, all right? So someone could be literally wanting to make a move, wanting to heal things, but sort of stuck in this kind of energy like, yeah, I want to heal things, but what if they don't understand? Someone might be really worried about that. We have the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So I feel like, the root of the problem is, not really a problem, but the root of someone's thoughts are like, what if Aquarius doesn't understand? What if this doesn't go the way I want it to go? Sagittarius energy. Also, we're in Sagittarius season. Somebody might be thinking about, you know, making a move now, but also thinking about, again, might be watching and waiting for the right time to make a move, because the Prince of Swords is watching. That's that Page of Swords. And then the Mage. Okay, the Mage is the Magician. So it looks like someone is like, somebody is holding back and not coming in. Now, the Magician in the reverse, somebody might feel like there's something not right or something missing, you know. There's all these flames, though, around, which is interesting. This flame is reversed, but this flame is up. And this is also 4 flames, which is like 1111. And that never stood out to me before in this deck. Somebody might be having a glass of wine or something like that, trying to figure out, should I, shouldn't I? Someone might even be musically inclined here, or some Pisces in their chart. We have 2 10s also. The Wheel of Fortune is a 10. That's a 10. So you could be also seeing 1010. The 5 of Swords is in the reverse, but this card in the upright is defeat, but it's in the recent past. So I feel like somebody, even though they might feel it's too late or feel defeated, I feel like there's like a glimmer of hope. Like, well, let me just see. Maybe, let me just see. But still not making a move. Maybe someone's focused on their work here. All right, somebody might really be focused on a project or work in order to avoid finding out, you know, will there be a lashing out? All right, so someone might be just trying to bury themselves in work, but that means when someone wakes up or when someone goes to bed, it's going to be heaviest on their heart, because nobody can avoid their feelings forever. Even the busiest person working on their projects, there's always time where people find a time to be alone and it just will hit them. And eventually too much energy like that is going to cause a tower, an emotional tower. So we have the Seven of Wands in the reverse, and we have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is in the upright in the near future. We have the World here in the reverse. This is fixed energy, which you're a part of. It's Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. It is a cycle that could be closing out, all right? And Victory is here in the environment, so that's really good. I even got that for the earlier reading. So victory is showing up for you good, all right? I really feel like you have had to move on. I feel like you've had to pick yourself back up. I feel like you even had to say goodbye to this person. If this is your reading, someone's fear is that you're really angry. And you know what? With what's coming out here, maybe you are. I don't know. Maybe you are. But the thing is, somebody knows that you are the path to their happiness. Now, dang. That's pretty heavy. If somebody realizes you're the path to their happiness or wish fulfillment, yeah, that would be a lot of pressure for me too. I would imagine somebody will have to have a glimmer of hope to take a chance to see if you are interested or if this can be repaired. That Seven of Wands could be someone literally just not fighting and not resisting the connection anymore. All right, let's get some, before I clarify, let me get some outcome. Prince of Cups, yeah. Justice is in the reverse. Ace of Swords is here. They're trying to get some clarity. They know. This is the thing. This person, they could have been trying to live some sort of rock style life, all right? Restless sex, fame, notoriety, whatever. And it's like, they want to talk to you, all right? They want to make peace with you. They don't want it to be over. Let's start clarifying. Tell me about this Ten of Cups. Some of you might have colored your hair. I see pinkish and red. The Sun. This is the thing. This is happiness. This is the sun. Maybe someone has a literal sun on their mind or something like that. But this is happiness. Or maybe someone has Leo on their chart. But with the Ten of Cups, this is how they feel. Really, you are the path to their happiness. Or you are the path to something that would really make them happy. Like, look at this. I mean, there's a smile there. That's the happiest card of the deck. And this, I can see why this person is really feeling this way. Because they've realized that. And they can't stop thinking about it. I don't care how. This is the thing. This is a person, somebody could be getting a lot of attention or gets a lot, or is used to even negative attention, like the kind of attention that reckless sexual encounters can bring. And it's like someone is just sort of thinking about this here, but they want to return. Either they've changed or they're trying to change because of your connection. Tell me about the Four of Swords. I thought I saw something come out. The Tower. See, this is what I said. This is what's going to happen. The longer somebody wants to heal things with you, and the longer somebody holds back, this is really what they're headed to, because it can't go that way forever. It can't go that way. They're going to have to get out of their head and initiate conversation, or they're going to have a mental breakdown. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but these cards are very dramatic. It's real what this person is feeling. Because they want a legacy here with you. And the thing is, you're the one to build the legacy with. And this would be that power couple business right here. This would be that power couple business that would go and you guys would build a legacy. This person knows that now, but they didn't know it then. Back then, this person couldn't see past their reproductive organs, but they weren't into reproducing. Now this person is more confused about what to say. They're not confused about how they feel at all. This says anxiety. The angel card said channeling anxiety. If you guys are feeling a certain kind of way, you could be channeling this person's anxiety. You could. Especially if you were feeling fine and just had no reason. It just like came out of nowhere. You might think it's the full moon. Maybe it is. But you could be channeling this person's emotions. Now it's more like, okay, what do I say? How can I heal this? How should I initiate conversation? Because I know they're going to be angry. They pretty much expect you to be angry. And like I said, maybe you will be. But it's in the fear, hope and fear position. But they're not hoping you're angry. They're hoping you're not. And they fear that you are. Wow. This conversation that they want to heal things. They've thought about it here recently. Tell me about that. I'm just hearing the word Budapest, whoever that is meant for, because I have no clue. Tell me about the Five of Swords in the reverse. Again, watching. Watching, but holding back. Three of Wands. Knight of Cups reverse. This is a person who does plan on coming in, all right? This is the recent past. They're like, I'm going to contact Aquarius or a Crosswatcher. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. But still holding back. Because they might have to deal with a person they got involved dating. So for them to be like, okay, well, I'm going to contact you in the future. I've got to do something about this person I was dating. Yeah, Three of Cups reversed. They definitely have to do something about that person, but that person might be cray-cray. That person might be very dramatic. And if they have secrets, they will definitely tell them. They will put that person's whatever. They will do whatever they have to do. So they did get involved with a very nasty karmic. Or maybe you did. I don't know. But I'm taking this as someone who's feeling like this about you. Tell me about the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Queen of Wands, King of Wands. We got... So they got into this connection. Like I said, it was reckless. Okay. Reckless how they got into this connection. Very passionate. Maybe they felt like this was the right person. Maybe somebody did some sort of love spell. We have all these potions and, you know, we got the magic going on here. There's like some skulls and stuff like that. So that's very specific. Aries, Leo, Sag. And Five of Wands in the reverse. This could have been one of the people they were dating, and they got hooked up with the person they were dating, and it wasn't never meant to go beyond dating, but then somebody did something. They used their energy in such a way. I want to know more about that. Yeah, and the devil in the tower, on the tower. So again, when somebody releases some sort of crazy karmic, they know they're bad news. So even if it was passionate and it was nice, I got Leo here on the bottom of the deck. Even if it was good in the beginning and it seemed all nice and all healing, it was not the Empress connection. It was not their true twin flame. It, could have been a false one. The thing is, and that's only if you are dealing with that. This is not a twin flame reading. They know. I don't know how they see it now, but they know. I guess they've been with this person long enough to realize they're very toxic. Maybe they know this person even practices stuff, and I don't know. They're very they're sort of afraid of the karmic, about what they're going to do. But I can tell you, it's going to be harder not to contact you. It's going to be harder because they're going to end up in a tower in their own mind, like going sort of crazy in their own mind. Because it's like trying to fight how they feel and trying to make everyone else happy. That's going to collide because the heart and the mind must align. I still have success here on the bottom of the deck, okay? Victory. So I do feel like whatever this person is going to definitely make their way to you. If not, they're going to get a tower. And either way, one way or the other, you're going to have a conversation at some point in the future with this person. Tell me about that Nine of Swords. Someone could have Virgo in the chart because of overthinking, but someone might, like I said, even if someone is keeping busy at work, staying detailed, staying very busy, working, at some point, like when they go to sleep, when they wake up, and there's like a broken baby doll thing there, which is very weird. It's like someone is literally thinking about this, and they want to move on. They want to close out this cycle with the karmic, open a cycle with you. They may have already stopped sleeping with the karmic. Ace of Wands is reverse. You're in the upright though. Queen of Wands is reverse. Strong Aries, Leo, Sag are trying to get rid of, or they know that this person practices some sort of magic. They know about it. We got the Hermit, which is Virgo energy, and this person is thinking about these people around them, whether they date them or not, but they're thinking about these people around them. And none of them are you. None of them are the Empress. None of them are the one. They were just people around them. That's what they were. Nothing more, nothing less. Tell me about this universe and the reverse. It's a World card. It talks about cycles. The Hierophant. And somebody wants to talk about the Hierophant. Okay? The Hierophant can be the beliefs, the tradition. It can be a literal Taurus. It can be a spouse, a commitment. And the High Priestess is in the reverse, and the King of Pentacles. This could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Virgo, Pisces. Somebody saying, I want to commit now. Wasn't that here? Wasn't that here? One-sided relationship. I was pretending to be someone else. Anyway, I thought I saw it. Maybe it came out in the split. I don't know. But it's like, this is somebody who wants to be in a relationship now. Really looks like they just wanted to be free, but they were very reckless with their freedom. They were even toxic with it. They were in a whole cycle of toxicity and got tied up with someone even more toxic than them, energetically speaking. Give me another card for that. Universe. Eight of Cups reverse. Okay, this is a person who is returning. They are closing out a cycle, but they are probably shedding on some thin ice, closing out this cycle. Yeah. They know they have to get single if they want to have this love with you or have this dream with you, whatever it is. The thing is, it's not going to be easy for them to end this cycle. It's going to be a 10 of swords because it looks like they know that somebody practices magic. Tell me about victory. All I can say for those, so here they are, they're in the Hanged One sideways, okay? So they're going from taking time, or Pisces energy, going from taking time, going from trying to figure things out, or going from being hung up, because literally it could be stuck, okay? The Hanged One does not hang themselves. It's a literal rope, and someone has to undo that rope, if you want to be literal about it. But someone is in the process of getting free of something. Again, it's not going to be easy for them to get free because they know how some of these characters involved, how they play, and they don't play fair, they play dirty. And that's the kind of people that they know they're going to be dealing with, especially to come toward you. But it looks like they're going to get out of that fear. They're going to stop worrying about it. They're not going to worry about if it's going to cause a fight. I got 2 cards of releasing and coming back. The Fool is in the upright. The Chariot is here. Somebody could literally be driving toward you, driving to you. Why is the Queen of Swords in the reverse? This is what they're afraid of. Oh, what I wanted to tell you about the magic part, listen. Whoever needs to hear this, cross-watcher or not. Magic is energy and it is valid. Alright? The more energy somebody sends a certain way, yeah, it's energy. But remember, you have free will. They have free will. And everybody has to abide by that law. And if they don't, there will be hell to pay somewhere. So if somebody's done something to this person or to you, if someone continues to do something, there will be hell to pay, because that's one thing we all agree on is free will, right? So the other thing is, if that stuff worked, I'd be dead broke and my channel would be into the water, because I've got 3 witches working on me right now. So just know that. And the more they work on me, the more money I make. The more they work on me, the stronger I get, the healthier I get. So who needs to hear that? Don't be afraid to live your life. Don't be afraid to be happy because of fear of what someone else is going to do. The divine will handle that. Someone is going to be so worried that you're angry because they let go of the Empress. They let go of the person who is their person. For some of you, like I said, it's your twin flame. You are the Empress. You are the Divine Feminist. For some of you, they wanted to have a legacy with you. Okay, the Empress is pregnant, but it's in reverse. So someone is really, really mad at themselves, but they're also worried that when they come back, you're going to be mad as well. But we have the Emperor here. So there is a divine couple, or there is someone who has to go through a breakup. We have the Hierophant reverse. So someone might have to get a divorce, but it's also, there's a lot about kingdom spouse, divine counterpart that could be, or a very high level soulmate that could be trying to happen here. But someone can't stop thinking about this legacy with you. They just can't. And because of that, they're going to come in and fight. Tell me about justice in the reverse. There is an injustice here. And maybe somebody did work on this person and they couldn't think straight. I don't know. Or you, I don't know. Tell me about that. 7 of Wands. Someone's coming in to fight for this, okay? Somebody knows they screwed up, but they're coming in anyway. Looks like once they can figure out what to say, or how to say it, or when to say it. Tell me about that rock star in the reverse. That is, you know, that is kind of reckless behavior, but it's in the reverse, okay? That is short term, but it's in the reverse. And that is like hothead energy, but it's in the reverse, okay? The Wheel of Fortune, okay. So sorry for them. Somebody does know that another person or a group of people are going to be very angry if you and them come together. They know it. And they also know, I mean, they just know. They just know it's going to cause problems for them to come toward you. They know it. Whether on your end, their end, both your end, I don't know. But here comes this conversation. You guys are going to collaborate and talk. Maybe about work or maybe about doing something together, because I have twin flame business and I have, what was the other one? Twin flame business and something else. So, oh, and YouTube. You guys could be YouTube famous. So I do feel like if you have a destiny with this person, it's going to happen, because they can't continue going on like that. Anyways, we're going to close out with an angel card. This person, it's only a matter of time before you're going to see them, because they cannot stay in this energy much longer. All right. In the near future, it's just going to be more pressing and more anxiety for this person. So they're going to have to, which means they're going to have to void whatever they feel is going to be a problem. They're going to have to void thinking that you're angry. They're going to have to get out of their head about thinking about someone threatening them. They're going to have to get out of their head of thinking someone's going to do spell work. They're going to have to get out of their head about all that if they want to really be with you and create this legacy and build this wealth. And if you guys were meant to do this, again, whoever is against it, they're the ones who are going to have hell to pay. That's just it. Especially if you got free will, they got free will, everyone else should just shut up. We're going to close out with an angel card. And this is probably why you see my candles black, is because of the people working on me. But I keep going. That just makes me go stronger and harder, baby. I don't give up. There's only one way I'm giving up, and that's when the divine takes me out of the game. 818 Infinity. Life is a never-ending loop, which means you've lived lifetimes, whatever, with this person. One cycle in your life is ending, but another one is beginning. And that's exactly what this is. There is a cycle ending and one beginning. So I do feel like you have some sort of purpose with this person. I don't know if you're mad at him, if you're going to forgive him. I don't know. But I do feel like with this card, there is some sort of legacy you guys are meant to do together. And this shift can feel catastrophic. Yeah, look at that face. Yeah, this person already knows it's going to be catastrophic, but you know, in the end, it's going to be two people who come together and get to do what they came here on this earth to do. What's more important? What's more important? Doing what you came here to do, or lying down, giving up, and just needing to come back to do it in another life? Who wants to do that? But be on the lookout for other signs coming your way. Communication with your angels is strong right now. So draw another card to get an intention of what guidance to receive. So let's pull another card. One more card. And that's 818. And we have 857. Creative flow. So while you're waiting on some sort of communication, don't wait, because you don't even know if someone's going to communicate with you. But it says creative flow. So your angels are telling you that the creative flow of ideals is coming fast now. There's a lot being fed to you, and it's not essential that you remember or absorb it right now. Sit quietly in meditation a few minutes and write down anything that comes up. Continue to write down throughout the day. So that's your advice. There's someone coming. You stay in your creative flow, and you've had lifetimes with this person, and you'll have other lifetimes with them. So I feel like your connection with them is too strong to throw away, even though there's all of this mess that happened. Anyway, guys, I love you. I will see you in your next video. Thank you for coming, and namaste, my friends.